It's time to let it go. Letting go of the fears, letting go of the what ifs, letting go of the negativity, letting go of anything that is stopping you from getting to where you want to be and stopping you from becoming the person that you want to be. Now, I'll be the first to admit in saying every year when everybody does their goals and, oh, this is going to be a fresh start and things like that, it's important to remember that a fresh start can happen every single day that you are allowed breath, every single day that you wake up. It doesn't have to be a particular day, it doesn't have to be a particular season for you to wake up and get started. It's really important to realize where you are currently, the type of habits that you keep, where you would like to go, and keep a real track and progress of that. I think a lot of times when we make those goals at the beginning of the year, we kind of get like lost in the sauce of life, because yes, life does life, and it can throw you off track if you let it. And so can a lot of negativity, or maybe you're not around the right people, or maybe you don't think the best of yourself. A part of growing is being able to take accountability for the things that you have done and the things that you are doing, and hold yourself accountable for the things that are going on in your life and the things that are happening to you. Life, a lot of things in life are not, you're not able to control them. But then there are so many more things that you can. And I think a big part of that would be like attitude and mentality. What you think, how you feel when you wake up. Do you start your day by rushing off to work? Do you do your assignments or whatever it is you do in life by procrastination, or are you the type of person to get up and get going? Are you organized enough? Those are real things to consider, and being able to grow, because the more that we ignore things, I feel like it causes friction. It stunts our growth. It stops us from being able to become that person that we want to be. Now, none of this is easy and none of this happens in a day. I just want to reiterate that every step is an important step, whether it's a small step in the right direction or, it's a big step. I think being able to, along with holding yourself accountable and knowing where you are, being able to accept the small victories. A lot of times we make these goals that are ginormous, and most times, I shouldn't say most times because everyone is different. Let me not say most times, but a lot of times we're not even able to accomplish those goals, or we start off so strong but we don't finish those goals. And I'll be the first to tell you that I struggle with that a lot. So I started making smaller goals, things that I could meet, and things that when I accomplished them I felt better. And I made a lot of smaller goals because I made more accomplishments in my eyes. And it also depends, on how you view progress. Some people view progress as looking good, feeling good, and others view progress in numbers. Some people view progress as, oh, I'm not where I was then, so that's progress. But don't allow another person to tell you about your personal progress. Personal progress is for you and only for you. Let me say this once, twice, or even three times. Who you were does not have to be who you are and who you are becoming. Who you were in the past does not have to be where you are going. I think we get so caught up in I used to be, or I was, and we get like so far away from where we can be. And I think a lot of that, it might be, I don't know, for me personally, it's a lot of regrets. I reflect a lot on my past because it made me the person that I am, not knowing that I can take that and turn myself into exactly who I want to be. It takes time to get there, and I will get there, just like you will get there. But I think the key is time. Nobody's really patient anymore because I know I'm not. I feel like we get used to things so happening so instantly that we kind of want it right now. And I'll be the first to tell you that I do want it right now. I don't like to wait. I don't like to take my time with things, but time is really the key. So here are some things that I think would be beneficial in helping for a fresh start in 2025. Not just for me, but for all of you. Number one would be setting your goals. What do you want to accomplish? If not accomplish, where do you want to be? How much further do you want to get? What do you want to try new? What do you want to do this year that you haven't done at all? Do you want to change your mindset? Maybe your mentality. Is it going to therapy? Is it taking a trip? Maybe it's a concert, experiencing more fun, whatever it is. And it could be more than one, they can be big or small. Write them down. I think that it's so important to write things down. And I'm not talking like it could be in a notebook or a sticky note, somewhere where you can see it so you can make it real to you. A lot of times when we think of things, we're not making it real. It's real up here, but up here has to translate to the real world and you actually progressing and making those strides to make it happen. So, like, let's make it happen. Write it down, put it somewhere you can see it. Motivate yourself to get there every single day. When you're tired, when you don't feel like it, when you don't want to, put it somewhere where you can look at it and say, okay, this is why I'm doing this. Number two would be move at your own pace. I can't stress this enough. We live in a very fast paced society where everything is instantaneous, everything is at your fingertips. Move at your own pace. And this is something I had to learn. As a person with big goals and big dreams, and somebody that's always on the move, always on the next thing, always looking for growth, I cannot stress that enough. I have to move at my own pace because I know that the goals and the dreams that I have for myself, they not for nobody else. They only for me because that's why I created them. That's why they're in my mind, in my heart, in my spirit, because they're just for me. So your pace can change. Sometimes something can happen and it can set your pace to extremely fast. And then other times you can feel like, damn it, why is this taking so long? It's taking forever. But set your pace and go according to your pace. And don't let anything else change your pace but you and your life and the things you're going through. Be sure to set a check-in time with yourself, whether that's, checking in on a monthly basis, checking in on a weekly basis. And this is just to ensure that you're accomplishing what you want to. Whether it's a mental check-in, whether it's a financial check-in, whether it's just a did I set my goal, am I accomplishing my goals check-in. I think check-ins are really important in keeping on track to make sure you're on the right road and you don't get sidetracked, because one thing about life, it's going to sidetrack you every time it's going to sidetrack you. So just believe in yourself, set your goals, have your pace, and now check in with yourself, make sure you're doing okay. And then lastly, it would just be find things that motivate you. So I'm the type of person, like right now, I don't have any social media. Well, obviously YouTube because I'm making this video. Um, but I'm the type of person, I easily get not easily. I get motivated by people that I see that are really working towards their goals. They're hungry, they're striving, and also people that make videos like the one I'm making, so I can see that if all of these different people in different fields and different careers, whatever they're doing, if they can do it, then so can I. I'm really big on lifting other people up and motivating them, as well as finding motivation for myself. So my motivation, it consists of words, it consists of pictures, maybe a TED talk or a speech. I'm just a very positive person, and of course I'm human, and I get in those funks, and I get, you know, in those spaces where I just don't want to. I want to stay in bed all day, but that's why I feel like it's so important to find something that motivates you, something that keeps you going. Um, and that looks different for everybody because everybody has different circumstances and different goals they're trying to reach. But just make sure that you keep that motivation and you look at it and you make it a part of your everyday life to remind you why you're doing what you're doing. And believe it or not, for 2025, this is my fresh start. I've always wanted to do content creating. I've always just wanted to talk to people. And I'm not particularly the person that has to feel like, I want to blow up overnight or things like that. But I'm aware that there are people that need to hear things, because the most motivating things for me come from strangers or people I don't know, because I'm so amazed on how people lift each other up and just help each other, and they don't even know each other through online, the internet, across the world. It's just amazing to me. So I find strength and motivation wherever I can, and I love to see it. And hopefully that's what this channel will bring to you. I plan to incorporate a bunch of lifestyle things and just like talks, real life talks, where I go through the things that I've experienced in my life, because maybe that might help somebody, or maybe somebody might be able to tell me something about their life and that might help me along my journey. But my overall goal is just to inspire, to grow, and, to reach people the way that people have reached me.